All I know is I never want to say any of those words ever again. So I won't. But
okay.
here's
we just bleep out every time we say accompanist.
And I'm pissed. No, but
I'm out of here.
And the coffee is hitting.
Yeah, I want to hear more about your grandma in just a second. Welcome back to the Isaac Abrams Show, everybody. I'm your host, Isaac Abrams. Today's very special guest, comedian, actor, musical improvisationalist, and pianist. Not pianist.
My parents sold my piano, so I
Mom.
stopped playing. I could have bought a new one, but I didn't. Okay, my name's Harper Rose Drummond. Get it right, get it tight.
Oh, I was going to say that, but you did it for me. Welcome to the show.
Okay, literally, thank you.
Yeah, we just did this last, but we're putting it first.
And I showed him a nude picture of my grandma, and he lost his mind.
Wow. I'm never going to forget it. Someone told me the other day I'm a finger gun guy.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, I'm always doing
do this all the time. And I was like, no, I don't. And then I just catch myself doing finger guns all the time.
But okay, like when you said you were in a band, I was like immediately yes. And then you just saying that now, I'm like the brand is congruent.
Like, hey, I was in a band.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's going on?
Should we do an intro or should we just go? Should we just go?
This is your podcast. I'm just the passenger. So whatever you want to do, I'm fucking down for.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I had an idea for a pod that was like the guest was the host. Where he's just like, all right, what do you want to talk about? And
okay,
then,
that's fun.
Yeah, I think it would be awkward though, because then like a guest would come in and be like, I don't know anything about you, bro. Like,
well, what if they were shy?
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like,
okay.
Like, and they're like,
I also have this thing that I try and do sometimes on my intros where I'll like just throw a bomb out and then go right into the intro. And I tried one where I was like, oh, I definitely want to hear more about, hey, welcome back, everybody. But I there in the first 30 seconds of the episode and YouTube was like,
nope,
no money for you.
But that is a fun idea to play with.
Yeah, it is. I was trying to think of what I was gonna pull. But I got to be careful because you don't want to be like, I worry about being weird a lot.
Don't.
Okay. And I'm done. You know what I don't worry about anymore?
That was helpful.
I don't worry about being weird anymore. That's for sure.
What do you mean you worry about being weird?
Like, I don't want to be creepy to literally anybody, but most specifically women.
Okay.
But in an effort to like overcompensate for that, I think sometimes I say like creepy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is self-aware and we love it. No, but here's the thing. I feel like it becomes weird when like, okay, there was this comic and right around like the Me Too thing was happening. He was like, well, I'm not going to hug women anymore because I don't want to be fucking weird. And I'm like, so that's actually weird.
That is
like,
actually weird.
Don't be a freak. Yeah.
I ask if people hug now.
I think that's great.
Yeah. And I've said, I'm personally not a hugger. I don't like touching people.
Dang, that we didn't have to. Then I was a creep to you.
Yeah, I'm a lean out back.
A lean out, yeah.
I also don't like shaking hands. I'm not like a germaphobe, but
are you
like,
sure?
I just don't like people touching me unless I'm paying them. And that's weird.
Okay,
but I don't like massages.
Oh, I hate. Oh my God, I hate massages.
Yeah, get your hands off me, bro.
No, I just had one and I actually cried afterwards
because of the like. Close encounter.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
And also it was a Thai massage. And so then they were like shaking me at the end and then like my tits are out and then it's like flopping all around. And I was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But did I speak up? You know, I didn't. And then
you guessed it. Not today.
Yeah. And
wow.
Then, yeah.
And because I always think of massages in like a spa type environment.
Yeah. So this was not that.
Okay.
It was with my now ex-girlfriend and she was like, you know what? I think we've both been stressed. Let's go get massages. And I go, okay. Trigger warning. I do hate them. And I don't want to like, you know, she's like, no, I'm going to treat you. I was like, I don't want you to waste your money on something like
right.
I was like, I really don't. She's like, I think, you know, just give it a try. So then instead of like, you know, being honest with myself, I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, let me try it. Because that could be hot to do a couple's massage. And then we go in and then it's like in like a strip mall and then they take you to this like back little room. So you walk in, it's like probably like just where like your camera cord is. Mm-hmm. That's like how big the front office is.
Oh, wow.
Then you walk back through this room and it's maybe about the size of this, but then they have all of these curtains up, these thin curtains, and you hear everyone else getting a massage. And and then there's this one guy going, oh, oh yeah. And I'm like, no, that doesn't relax me. That angers me deeply. And then she started going and was like making all these comments about my body. And I was like, girl, stop. It was whack.
Were they complimentary at least?
Yeah. But I was just like, okay, don't. Like,
what if she was like, okay, we need to work on this, girl? Like if
she was like, girl, those tits are crazy.
Oh, like hitting on you.
What?
No.
Oh, I'm kidding. No, she didn't say that. No, but
was your partner close? Were you guys like in the same room, like two massagers?
Yeah. We were like right beside each other, and then she's just like relaxed and like enjoying it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna kill myself.
I do that in relationships all the time. When someone's like, oh, I want to go do this, and I'm like, oh, I fucking hate that, but I want to spend time with this person, so I'll go and do this thing.
Do you find that you people please in relationships?
I do to an extent, and then I'm super selfish to another extent.
Okay.
But I don't know how to like give you an example of that. But I will think of one.
Okay. And I love this for us.
Yeah, this is going very well. And I knew it would.
And I love it.
Welcome back to Tea Time 42069.
Yes. With Isaac Abrams.
Yeah, dude. I just noticed that you guys have guests on every once in a while.
Yeah.
I hope to one day be famous enough to be a guest on your show.
Literally.
I'm so caffeinated right now.
Okay, I haven't eaten at all today. This is the only thing I've had, and I am really feeling it. And I'm not going to stop. And I just want you to know.
Let's get jacked, bro. Is jacked still a term for like being highly caffeinated, or is it a word for like working out too much?
I think it's both. So you're safe.
Yeah. Should I rebrand to make this the Jacked Podcast?
No.
Okay.
But just bring that energy.
Yeah. How many times can you rebrand in a career before it's too many?
The limit does not exist because Beck rebranded himself a bunch.
Did he really?
I feel like every album he did was different. But I don't know why I just started talking about Beck, but yeah.
Big Beck fan? Big Becker?
Not really, not even. So I don't know why I just started bringing that up. The thing about me is I love to talk about things I don't really know much about.
Same, dude. And I'm an authority on that. Bro, if you ask me for directions when you could have just looked it up on your phone, I'm sending you the wrong way.
Okay, this is something I used to do. And then, well, actually, my ex-girlfriend got mad at me, so then I stopped doing it. But this is something that I just personally found funny, but it is a little bit wicked. But if someone came up to me on the street and was like, hey, do you know, like, I don't know, like, oh, do you know where the Hollywood sign is? I'd be like, oh, yeah, you're going to go 3 blocks down and make a right. And that's not even true. But for me, it just kind of gave me like a little sense of joy. And I was like, look, like we're both lost in this moment, but like I'm going to provide like a false sense of confidence.
Yes.
But
I love that.
I thought it was fun.
I will talk. I've said shit on this show that I have no business talking about.
Of course not.
And I'm like, this is how exactly it went down. And I wasn't there, or I don't know anything about it. And I got real mad because I was listening to Brian Simpson on Joe Rogan the other day. And he said some that was clearly he had nothing. I was like getting so mad at him. And I was like, why am I getting mad at Brian Simpson? I don't even know him. And then I realized it's because I'm recognizing something that he's doing that I do myself.
And that's usually when we get angry.
That's what anger is all about. And I was like, I got to stop doing that. Because it's driving me crazy. You
know what I started doing? Okay, so I turned 30 back in March.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome
I made
to the
it.
Club.
Honey, we love to see it. But something I started doing since turning 30 is now if someone's like, oh, have you seen this TV show? Or, oh, have you ever heard of this song? I used to always lie. I'd be like, yeah, and I love it.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, play it. But now I will just fully be like, oh, no, I don't. I don't know. Yeah. Or, oh, I don't know that word or whatever.
Right.
So
people can
we're stepping into ourselves.
That's right. We're growing up. We're maturing. We're shaking our feet. We're swimming in the kiddie pool right now.
Yeah.
Are you a swimmer?
I used to be.
Yeah? Like what do they call it? What do they call it? When like 10 people swim at the same time?
Oh my God. Like a synchronized swimmer?
That's what I'm looking for. Exactly. Synchronization.
No, I wish. I was just on summer swim team in North Carolina.
Okay. What a segue. Meow, 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 meow. North Carolina.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
Yes. If you know me at all, you know that I am from North Carolina. But what you don't know or may not know about Harper is that she is also from North Carolina.
Yes.
Which part?
Charlotte. I moved there in the middle of 4th grade and then stayed there until I graduated high school.
And you still got that 704, son?
Yeah. I've had that number my whole life. I never want to get rid of it.
Me neither. I got a 919.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
You can't get rid of it.
No, I love it.
Yeah. I don't want to be an 818.
No.
Or a 323.
It's just not cute. It's just not cute.
No. We don't have that 323 energy around here.
No, we really don't.
When I watch your show with you and Gabby, I watch it to try and pick up on what the kids are saying these days. When like it's giving or
we are too old to be talking the way that we talk.
100%.
And I really recognized that because I was just hanging out with, actually one of my high school friends from North Carolina, I was just hanging out with her, and she, you know, is a fully fledged adult, and she's so fun and lovely, and I love her. But it was so funny talking to her because there were certain points where I had to like kind of catch myself. And I was like, how do 30-year-olds talk in the wild? Because I'm pretty sure it's not the way I'm talking. So,
oh, you bet Australian.
Yeah.
Man, it is weird to go home and like see my friends from high school because they're like their kids are starting to go to college now, and you know they've been wearing like 2 polos since '98, and like they get married at like 22, they buy a house at 24, they work the same job. I'm like, when's the last time you left North Carolina? They're like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, it's got everything you need. I'm like, oh no, like you're grown. I don't think I'm ever gonna grow up. I think I have Peter Pan.
Most men do, though, to be fair.
Yeah. What is the female equivalent of Peter Pan? Or can it just be...
Well, usually when women are having Peter Pan syndrome, it's because something bad happened to them when they were younger.
Oh.
Doot. Yeah. And then they get crystallized.
What if the same is true for men?
I mean, that's probably true.
Interesting.
Or maybe I think it can also happen if like you're coddled.
Oh.
Usually from the moms.
Yeah.
Did your mom want to date you?
Oh, interesting.
She did, didn't she?
I don't know. But here's the interesting thing that I think about a lot. I felt so independent growing up. I was like, I do all my own stuff. My mom did my laundry until I was like 16 or something. Like I didn't cook ever. I cook now, but I realized that my mom did everything. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm not as independent as I want to be. But I did move out when I was 18.
Okay, good for you.
As soon as I turned 18, I was like, I'm out.
Done.
Because it was like, my house, my rules. I was like,
yeah,
I'm going to get my own house, apartment, and make my own rules.
Yeah.
Which was basically just smoking cigarettes inside and drinking beer at 18.
And that's the dream of an 18-year-old.
I mean, I lived that dream, bro. I lived it.
Do you still smoke?
I do sometimes,
Okay.
but I quit about 2.5 years ago.
Nice.
I met a young lady that was like, cigarettes or me? And I was like,
I did that to someone before.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I don't like ultimatums. And I was like, okay, then go. That's fine.
Yeah, this ain't a BLT, bitch. Take your own tomatoes and get out of here.
And then he quit. And then the second we broke up after like 3 years, then he started smoking again. And I said, and I love that for you.
Yes. So I, when we broke up a couple months ago, I picked up a pack of cigarettes.
Dang, so y'all were together for a few years.
We were. I've talked about this on the last like 3 or 4 episodes.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
But it's all good. I vaped. And then they canceled vapes in December. So it's hard to get vapes. They canceled flavored nicotine products.
Oh, they did. Okay.
So now I have to order them online. And then when I run out, I sometimes buy a pack of cigarettes if I have been drinking heavily.
Okay.
But hoping to kick that. Every time I have a birthday coming up, I'm like, on my birthday, I'm going to quit this shit. But I've been addicted to nicotine for 25 years.
Okay. Well, we all have our fun little vices.
We do. But like when you start hitting your midlife crisis, you're like, am I going to hit 60 and die early because I smoked for so long? Like,
okay.
You want, the older you get, this is me going like, hey, let me tell you about being old. I didn't consider mortality at all until I turned 40-ish.
Okay.
And now I'm like, oh, how long am I going to live? And like, is it going to be shorter because of the choices that I've made with like drinking and smoking and stuff? So I'm doing that stereotypical like early 40s where you like starting to work out and take supplements, basically becoming like a mini Joe Rogan. I take ice baths now.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Cold showers in the morning before workout. Then I work out every day.
I've started doing cold showers.
It's the best. I think they said it was like a 250% boost in serotonin. It
honestly has changed a lot. I feel, well, I have such bad anxiety, and it also just like, that's like one of the things that just gets me out of my head. Cause you're just so like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, have you always had anxiety?
Yeah. I have like the energy of like a chihuahua, just like always just kind of afraid.
Just vibrating at a higher frequency all the time. Are there things that trigger it more than others? Like, are you like situational anxiety, or is it like a base level always higher? I
feel like I'm always kind of anxious. I always have like a high heart rate. I'm always like, but there's definitely, I would say I like social anxiety. I feel like I operate on two extremes. Like I'm either like like I'm like very shy, or to overcompensate for the shyness, I become like very loud.
Animate. Yeah. Yes. I do that too. And I was listening to Pete Holmes yesterday, and he was like, I'm an introverted extrovert. And every time I've ever heard that expression, I've been like, That's bullshit.
Yeah, like what is that?
But it clicked yesterday. I was like, sometimes I just want to be by myself for like 2 days. And then sometimes I want to be in front of 2,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of always want to be in front of like 70,000 people, but like we'll take 2.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Man.
What's that?
I said a modest man.
That's it. Just need 2 or 3,000 of my closest friends to come out every night and buy them tickets. How do you feel right before you go on stage? Not to make it about comedy, but like that's when I get the most anxious.
Okay, so something that's been helping with if I feel really anxious before getting on stage, I usually have a bad set. But if I kind of mind fuck myself and like just turn it into like excitement, then, and if I don't have that energy, like let's say like the other week I did this like little like outdoor show and, you know, it was still fun or whatever, but I didn't really like have any jitters or anything. So the stakes were very low. Yeah. And also just in my personal life, my energy was kind of off. So then it kind of translated, and usually I can just kind of shine it on. And like the set was very average. It was fine. But like if I would have like had my mind right, then it would have been better. But like, I feel like I need to have some sort of like energetic buzz before going on. But if it's too anxious, it's not going to be, because I'm going to be too in my head. But if I can like kind of turn it into excitement, then it'll be fun.
I get insanely nervous at open mics.
Oh my God, no, because me too. Yeah. I hate open mics.
Me too.
I used to love them. I mean, you know, like when you're first starting, I feel like you like have to. So like or not love, but like do them. Like, I mean, I used to do like 3 a night, every night. And it was so much fun. Like, you know, like, cause you're coming up with your friends. And then, oh my God. Mics horrify me so much more than shows.
My heart will just, it's insane.
Well, because you know, like all your comic little buddies are like judging you and stuff. Like, it's good to like you need to say something out loud, but
it's so weird because then I'll be at a theater like doing like 3 minutes. If I'm like doing videography, sometimes they'll let me do theaters, and I'm so calm. I'm like, there's so many people out there that it just doesn't even matter. And then I was talking to Jeff Dye about it, and he was like, dude, anybody can get a laugh in a theater. Like, that's true, because the communal like energy of the room is like, we're here to laugh. But at an open mic, they're just like, I'm the funniest one in the room. Shit. I'm like, I hate that energy.
Well, I just also don't feel like it's okay. So, my best friend in comedy, Bianca Christoval, if you know her.
Oh yeah, she's doing for Bill Burr.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's about to go on tour with him.
Did she do? Sorry to just side. Did she do the stadium in Boston?
No, but she did the Kia Forum.
Oh my God! And
then she's going to do like a massive tour. She's going to be up in Canada, in Vancouver, with him. I think doing a stadium.
That's
and
awesome.
Then she's going on tour this like late summer, early fall to Europe.
Oh wow!
Like all over.
With Bill or by herself?
No, with Bill.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. But so she was like trying to like. This is like last summer or something. And she was, I think it was like right before she was about to do a show for him or something. And she was going to mics to like get like, you know, the wording right and all that. And there was this joke she was working on that I fucking loved so much. And it wasn't getting like what she thought it needed at open mics. And she's like, oh, I'm just not going to do it. And I was like, no, try it. And then ended up being like such a great joke when she was doing
closer.
It. Yeah. I was like, you know, so I was like, that's another thing where mics can kind of like get in the way.
Yeah. Plus, I was going to the worst one, but I won't say which one it is because it's the closest one to here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everybody was like, don't go there. And I was like, but it's close.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
We're going to jump all over. This is the ADD podcast.
I'm unmedicated, so.
Oh, same. Have you ever been on Audrey Stewart's ADHD podcast?
No.
Okay. Neither have I. She has one. Shout out. This is all we're going to do is just shout other people out.
Okay, I love that.
See, this is the good and bad thing. I started using AI to cut the pod because it does it in like a minute. And
AI to cut. Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's called Autopod. So I don't need an engineer anymore to come sit in this room and switch anymore. It just fucking cuts it.
Okay, but no, because now we're going to talk about this because here's the thing. AI, everyone, we're in like the beginning of an apocalyptic movie. So it's like, oh wow, look at this great, crazy, cool thing. And I feel like I'm like losing my fucking mind. My brother loves AI. All he does is talk to Chat GBT all day long. I call it his little friend. And he's like, we're writing a story together. I'm like, stop. Don't. Okay, don't.
Oh wow.
It's very very dark. But so and I'm like, have you never seen Ex Machina? What's going on? But no, the other night I was at this party and like they used Chat GBT to like do the drinks. So you wouldn't even have to talk to a bartender. You just ordered it through that. And then also word on the street is like they're going to start coming out with like a new dating what is it called? Like a dating app, essentially, a dating experience where it's in the the metaverse. So you don't have to like, you know, like when you get the first date jitters and you have to go all the way to meet a stranger and like that doesn't even work out. We'll just do it in the comfort of your home, so you don't have to leave.
That's kind of cool.
No, it's ruining social interaction.
I mean, social interaction was destroyed by social media.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still go out and be social.
You can, but like, for
how much longer?
I like that for a first date. I can't tell you how many times I've taken a girl to dinner and then like before the appetizers come out, I'm like, can I dig a tunnel out of here?
That's why you don't do dinner for a first date.
No, not anymore.
No.
Well, what I'll do personally is I'll talk to someone on the phone for like multiple times for like 4 to 6 hours. And if they can make it through that.
Okay, hell no.
No, you're not a phone person?
Hell no. Not 4 to 6 hours multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a requirement.
You have to get that. Okay, here's what I think is good. And maybe I'm biased because it's my idea, but
it's a great idea.
Okay, first time you're meeting someone, and I used to drink heavily on first dates, so I'd be nervous.
Yeah.
But you can't tell if you like someone when you're fucked up. Even like if you have like maybe like a little bit, but for the most part, anyone can be hot and charming after a few drinks.
Right.
So I would say, and also the dinner thing is so true. Mm-hmm. So I would say do an hour-long date, cap it at a fucking hour.
Yeah.
So, and like, even if like you really like that person, don't like love bomb each other. Just like make it be an hour. Also, I'm incredibly unhealthy. So again, I'm talking about something I don't really know much about, but this is how I'm trying to, but do it this is like the new way of doing things.
Okay.
Cap the date at an hour and make it like, go get coffee, go on a walk, or go get, whatever it is. Make it like a quick little thing. Mm-hmm. Don't do
that. Coffee has always felt cheap or sober to me. Like from an invitation level, I want to impress somebody.
You can make it cute. Okay, well, you could go do the boats in Echo Park. You could go like, I don't know, like do like a cheesy date. Like go like to like walk along the pier in Santa Monica or something. You know what I mean? Something like something kind of like funny, but like, I don't know. Because also you don't fucking know this person.
Right. But I was operating on the premise that you only get one first date for a very long time. So I always wanted to make it like this what if this is the one? Oh, we had this really magical first experience.
Okay.
But then that was just getting like really cost prohibitive. Because it was like Ubers and steakhouses and crazy shit.
Right.
And then it's like, well, I can really only go on like one first date a month now because it's like super expensive.
Right.
But I guess I shouldn't be fronting like I have all this cash if like you don't want to set the bar too high.
I got financially catfished by a guy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he did. Like the first date, like dinner and drinks and all of this, and I'm like, oh my god, okay. And again, I got fucked up. He got fucked up. I'm like, oh my god. And then like the next time we hung out, he like got we go to this like really bougie bar, and then he got us like a hotel room at the top floor of this like really cute hotel in downtown. Mm-hmm. And like we didn't even hook up. We were just like being adventurous. And then that's also my problem because like I wasn't going for like responsible people. I'm like going for people that get like my adrenaline up, and I'm like, oh my god, like Danger. The thrill, like this is so exciting. And then like by the third date, he's like, I just like only want to date you. I'm like, yeah, me too, I'm in. And then like whatever, but like, he's like been showing me all this like fun, and it's so exciting. And then like we kind of get into the relationship, which literally we should have still just been dating, but we get into a relationship, and I'm like, oh, you're low-key a bum. Like I don't. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I started paying for like everything, and now look, like I'm all down to like have it switch off and all that, but it was such like a what is it, like a flip,
bait and switch.
Yes.
Oh, see, now that's bringing up all kinds of things I've never thought of, because like once you establish a standard,
it's about setting an expectation.
Yeah.
So like the same thing with like if you want to like text every day or something. I personally think you need to let it breathe as like in the beginning. Mm-hmm. But like if you want to text every single day and then all of a sudden you just go silent, and then the other person is like, hey, well, what's going on? I don't think you have a right to really be like that annoyed, because you set the expectation of behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of social media and all of that, people are very like. Okay, so there's such like a wide range of options now, so to speak, and like you're very aware of it. Also, the amount of access we all have to each other's lives is perverse, honey.
Yeah.
Like there's no moment of fucking space. And also sometimes I don't want to be like texting. Like I have so many unanswered texts right now, not because I'm being rude, but just because like I am busy and it is hard to like whatever. But then I have to post for like social media because I'm trying to grow my comedy career. And then like right now, one of my friends is like, so what? You can't call me back? And I'm like, girl, you want to have a 4-hour conversation and I'm going to call you back. It's probably gonna be on Sunday, but it's like, I don't have 4 hours right now. I don't have 3 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the more that you build out your fan base, the more other people want to come crawling back into your life and like start being closer. And they'll just call you out of the blue and they're like, I saw you just posted. I see you're on Instagram right now. Like, what's up? You can't chat. I'm like, that's work. Like, posting is work. Like, we have to post every day, 4 times a day.
Yeah. But also something that I know so many comics, including myself, struggle with is like being respectful when you are with someone. Like right now, like we're doing this podcast. That would be so fucking rude if I'm like, yeah, Isaac, okay, what's going on?
That'd be so funny.
No, but also I've like, honestly, we were just talking about her, Sarah Lawrence. We were in the car. We're doing improv together right now, but we were in the car. We were like leaving improv. And then she was like, okay, I guess I'll just wait. And I was like, wait for what? And she was like, Harper, I was in the middle of talking and you just picked up your phone and like went on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my God, that was so fucking rude. And I wasn't even fucking aware that I did that. I just like, I'm like, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So I have to be like better at being more, present.
But I think podcasting helps us do that.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, some of the best conversations I've ever had have been on the show.
Yeah, well, because we're not on our motherfucking phone.
That's right. My phone is going off right now, but I'm sitting on it.
Yeah, and we love that.
We do. Well, I wish I hadn't put it on vibrate.
Okay, because you're kind of having a fun time. Yeah, see, my phone's on the desk and we love it.
Yeah, so if yours could like vibrate off, it could just fall on the ground, and then I have to get you a new phone. Today's episode is brought to you by iPhone.
Not Android.
Right. No, we're not Android people.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Isaac, do you think it's hot or not hot if someone has an Android, or neutral?
Like for hot, like from an attractive standpoint?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know any women that have an Android.
Wow. Okay.
All of my like tech, cybersecurity, real gamer, nerdy friends have Androids. I don't know a single female person or anybody that identifies as
person. Okay.
Yeah. Do you know women with the?
I had an Android in high school.
Okay.
But then
Did you choose it or was it given to you? Like, did your parents buy it for you in high school?
My parents definitely did buy it, but yeah, okay.
Because if you're in high school and your parents come home with any phone,
no, you're like shitting yourself.
Yeah, you're like, wow, phone, awesome. So I think you can give yourself a pass.
Okay.
Unless you chose it, in which case you really need to go to therapy.
But I know some people get really, that's funny. Okay, but I know some people get really like pissed and triggered if they're like, they have iPhones, they're like, oh, they have a fucking Android. And I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. That's
not the kind of shit I'm going to judge you on. Like if you were like, guess what? My second phone's an Android. I gotcha. And I'm like, oh, sorry. I mean, like, I really don't care. It does bother me if I'm in a group chat and one person has an Android.
No, because then that fucks the whole chat up.
And all the videos are like, they're like tiny.
Well, then you would have, okay, if you're in a group chat with someone with an Android, you have to take it to WhatsApp.
That's true. That's true. I'm just in a group chat with other assistant directors in the commercial business, and like one dude has an Android and he doesn't even work in the business anymore.
Then he's fucking out.
And he's the one sharing all the memes, but they're little tiny memes. And I'm like, bro, how do you kick one person out of a group chat? That's what we really need to get to the bottom of.
And we need to ask ChatGPT that.
We do. See, if I had a producer, he could be Googling it.
No, it's okay.
I don't mean to gender my non-existent producer.
Whoa.
Why would it be a he?
But why are they always he's?
That's a very good question. Pete Holmes has a female podcast producer.
Isn't it his wife?
It is not.
Okay, just kidding.
Her name is Katie, and she used to work for Bert Kreischer.
Oh, cute.
A long time ago.
Cool. Why the fuck did I think it was his wife? I don't really know much about that.
I love his show. He gets so deep, and he reads all these books, and he quotes people. He's got so much depth that I don't have, and I just envy that so much.
You know, I feel like you need to stop comparing yourself.
That's true. We were just talking about that. Did we talk about it when we were recording?
Who really can say? Because my memory is like a little goldfish, honey. So it's always resetting.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know where I was this morning.
And honestly, that's fine because it keeps you present.
That's true. For 3 to 5 seconds at a time.
Yeah, true.
What were we talking about?
Who even knows?
Jokes. We talked about ADHD a little bit. Do you feel like you want to get like medication for it? How bad is it? 1 to 10, how bad is your ADD?
It's bad, but I feel like I have a handle on it. To me, it's not like my life is not unmanageable. So I don't think I need to be medicated. I've, bummed some medicine off of friends here and there, and it is helpful. But I also know that I kind of I think I like it a little too much. So I think it's also good. Here's the thing. I was medicated in high school. I ended up selling my pills in like CD cases and shit. And
CDs.
My dad caught on really quick. And my mom's like, oh, she just loves making playlists. And my dad's like, bitch, I know what's going on. And then so I got taken off that. And
then they took your phone away.
And well, I had a burner phone in high school because I was always getting my phone taken away.
Like a real drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But it was just for me to like go hang out and watch movies with my friends. So
yeah.
But
what's the most dangerous thing you did in high school that you look back and be like, wow, I shouldn't be alive? Or is that maybe not a fair question?
No, that's fine.
Because I feel like growing up in North Carolina, there's too many options to go do just weird shit all the time.
I mean, I was very reckless, so I'm sure there's a lot, but like the thing that's just coming to my brain right now is I was my junior year of high school. My friend Megan was driving me home. It's probably like 9:00 at night or something. And there was like a curfew at the time. So you had to like get home by 10. So we're like speeding home.
This is your parents' curfew or like a city curfew?
No, the city curfew. Because someone, I forget what the fuck happened. Maybe there was like someone on the loose. I'm not really sure. But there was a curfew or something.
Wow.
So we're trying to go home to my place. We're speeding. And we see this disabled man walking. And he worked at the Harris Teeter, the grocery store up the street.
So you knew him. It was like, that's Harold.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I know him. And he was like this like sweet man that this disabled man that was a bagger at the grocery store. And we see him walking home and he was about to walk into my neighborhood. And we're like, oh, okay. And we don't really think anything of it. And as we're driving, my neighborhood is on the left side and there's a big road, Sharon Amity. And then right on the other side, there's this park and a church, and 6 guys or 7 guys all in hoods come running across the street. There's like no one on the road, come running across the street and start beating the fuck out of the disabled guy.
No.
So they're gonna I know. So then Megan and I pulled over and started screaming at them. And then we like called the cops, and then one guy like flashed a gun, and then the cops they came like pretty quickly, and then they were like, you should not have fucking done that. And we were like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, we can't just and then the disabled guy came up to the car and got blood all over the car and was like, help me. And we were
Let me in.
I know, we were like, we are, but like we didn't let him in the car because we were like, okay, this is like a little too scary.
Yeah.
But then we just like waited right next to him, and then the guys were in the trees, and then one of them kept flashing his gun at us. And then
oh my God,
the cops came and then did nothing. So we love to see it. Actually, they might have given him a ride home, but they didn't get any of the guys or anything.
Wow. Okay, so here's where I thought the story was going. I thought you were going to be like, oh, we just picked this old weird dude up and we drove him home. And
then we had a devil's thru with him. No.
Wow.
No.
That story got so much more intense than I thought it was going to get. Wow.
But I guess we were still in the car, and I used to sneak into my neighborhood pool at night. But
yeah. That's fun. Worst thing that can happen is you drowned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that at the apartment complex that I worked at. And that's not great because if any of the residents caught me, it'd be like, hey, the maintenance guys.
What are you fucking doing? That's so fucking
in the
funny.
middle of the night.
Okay. Yeah. No, all the lifeguard, it was a neighborhood pool and we would always swim naked together. And no one was ever doing anything. We were just like,
yeah.
We're outside.
This is crazy. This is the best we're ever going to look. And we're all naked around each other.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Did you have any chaotic summer jobs in North Carolina?
I worked as a lifeguard at a YMCA.
Okay.
But I didn't think it was cool. So I also worked at Pizza Hut. But never, I don't know. I've had some weird jobs. Worked a lot.
What's your weirdest job?
I was an electrician, like a construction electrician for a little while.
Okay.
That was weird because I was never exposed to like that much masculinity at once because everybody on a job site was just like, the worst perverse things you could possibly say.
Yeah.
I was a waiter for 3 weeks at an Applebee's. And
okay.
I did not. No.
No.
Because I'd have tables and they would just be sitting there. And I didn't know that I had to watch my section and be like, oh, I'll go greet these people. I thought someone would come up to me and tell me. Oh my God,
stop.
I thought the host would be like, I just sat you a table.
Have you never been in a restaurant before? No, you gotta go up there.
I have never been in a restaurant before.
I'm dead.
I've heard about them.
Not many people know what a boundary is.
No.
To be fair, I just learned, but.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What is the most recent boundary that you have established with somebody?
Breaking up.
Oh, breaking up is a boundary.
Yeah.
Did you do the breaking up part?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very empowering though. I'm very bad at it. Like I'll just ride it out.
I usually do, but I really like care and respect this person. So I was just like, okay, we're just going to like destroy each other if we don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But usually that's what I do. I'm like, I'm in it. I'm going to sit in it.
Yeah, I'm going to sabotage this shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to feel really bad when I get broken up with. Like my self-esteem is going to be low because I just got dumped. It's like, no, I need to empower myself to be like.
No, because then you're staying like a victim mindset. So you have to just like rise above and be like, okay, no.
Yeah. I need to have like, what's it called? Winner energy.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been recently exposed to like some pretty successful comedians and I've gotten to see like the inner workings of their lives. And I'm like, I could embrace this. I could live this life. I really want like this for myself, but I'm never going to achieve it if I don't believe I'm worth it.
Totally.
So, or I could just say we can never achieve it if we don't believe in ourselves. This is an inspirational podcast now.
Good. No, honestly, I love it. I think it's fun to weave in and out, honey.
That's right. How long have you been saying honey?
My whole life.
Oh, cool. I love it. When you texted me the other day, ooh wee, is that from is that from the song? The Jane song?
The what song?
It's the #1 trending song on TikTok right now. It's like, ooh wee. I'll have to play it.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Do you know the artist Jane? Jain? No.
But here's what I do know.
I'm going to play it.
Gabby and I have been yelling ooh wee at each other since we moved in.
Oh, so you're way ahead of this track.
Way ahead.
Do you say ooh wee on the show, right?
Yeah, I'd say it probably too much.
You should have.
I said it in a business email the other day. They're like, "Hey Harper, can you hop on this Zoom call?" And I go, "Ooh wee," and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yes, I'll be on there."
So that's the way the tone that you hear it when you type it is ooh wee
or ooh wee. Just anything.
Okay.
There's different. I can't believe this is right. But yeah.
No, because I'm gonna play you the ooh wee that I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear.
I'll play it right now. Fuck it.
Oh. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay. Woo!
Yeah. So now you have a third ooh-wee in your head, but that's what I thought when you texted it or emailed.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. You can put this away.
Okay, wait, that is fun.
Yeah, that's the hottest song in the world right now.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to go listen to it. Now me being a hipster fuck, being like, I don't know what that is. And then you play it and I go, never mind. Yeah.
I liked it before it was popular.
And we love it.
We love it. We do love it. What's something that you low-key love? Well, I can't ask that. What I was going to say is, what do you love that you don't ever tell anybody that you love? But then why would you say that right now?
I mean, you could ask me that.
I could, but I'm not going to.
What do I love and I never... No, I'm going to answer it.
Oh, are you really? You're
yeah,
going to get a fresh hot take?
But I just want to understand the question. You're saying, what do I love that I don't tell anyone? Like a guilty pleasure, essentially?
Kind of, but like maybe it could be music. It could be like...
bluegrass. I love bluegrass
music.
And folk music so much.
Did you go to festivals in North Carolina?
No, never. But I wasn't into it in North Carolina. But I was like into like rock and pop.
Yeah.
So whatever. But my favorite artist right now is Billy Strings.
Okay.
I love him so much.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to play some.
Who like doesn't like this type of shit? She's like, I don't think I would like it. I was like, just try it. And then she was like, wait, that's actually a really beautiful song. I'm like, okay.
And then you're like, let's go get massages. Are we gonna say y'all now?
I always say y'all.
I do too.
I love it.
I love y'all because I love y'all. Hey y'all, I love y'all. Y'all is it was so gender non-specific before that was even a thing.
Yeah.
Y'all is all y'all.
It's all y'all. For real.
If you put all in front of y'all, you're serious.
All y'all is the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Or yonder. I love yonder.
Yonder.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up yonder and fucking.
Okay. Let me introduce that into my vocab now.
Yeah, you can have that one.
Okay. I can't.
Oh, what besides y'all? What's some Southern shit that you still do here in California?
I say bless her heart.
Oh,
or bless his heart.
People don't know what that means.
Okay. It's a cunt thing.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So like if someone so if someone that you don't like just did something embarrassing or like something bad just happened to them, you go, oh, bless their heart.
Yeah.
And it kind of means that you kind of like it a little bit.
Oh, I thought it was a straight fuck you. Like, oh, bless your heart. Like,
no, it means that that's what I'm saying. It means that you kind of like the ill luck, the bad luck that they just like encountered.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck that.
Or like, oh, did you see so-and-so's new haircut? Bless their heart.
Oh, it's the best. If I go to church with my mom and something happens and it's her and all her little hens just sitting around going like, bless their heart. I'm like, why don't you just say fuck you? Like,
I know. Honestly, it's worse than fuck you. I would prefer a fuck you.
Yeah.
Because bless her, it's just so, it's venomous.
Yeah. It's like right down the end of your nose at somebody. Oh, it's so, getting cringy thinking about being in church.
My parents hated living in the South, and I like really adapted that too, because they were like, we moved from California out there, and my mom's like, why the fuck is everyone like a Stepford wife? I don't fucking get everyone's, and like my mom is she's like a grizzly mom, like she's like abrasive.
Yeah.
She didn't take my dad's last name. She's like coming in there like guns blazing.
Right.
And then they're all like, oh, we made you a pie. What's going on now, y'all? And she's like, well, I don't fucking bake. I'm like, Mom, no one asked. Like, just relax. Like,
is she from New York?
No, she was born in Connecticut and then lived in San Jose.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Have you been to San Jose?
Yes, I have.
I love it there.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I love it too.
Great improv.
Okay.
The
San Jose Improv?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gorge.
Yeah.
And we love. Okay, wait. Why did you start stand up at, you said 37?
38, 39.
Okay.
39. Let's call it 39.
Okay, gorge.
Trying to give myself more years, but that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Why did I start it?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to.
Wait, you said because you wanted to. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's, my brain is short circuiting.
I think I said it before we were rolling. Though.
Okay, but you, just to recap, you said you started. Okay, I'm so sorry. And that's on Have I Ever Had a Conversation? No. But you started it because you were in music, and then you like wanted to like go out and about again, but you just didn't want to be. Okay.
I didn't want to be in a band anymore.
Okay, cool.
My ultimate goal, I was discussing this with a music producer earlier today. My ultimate goal is to take a band with me, which I know is stupidly full circle, but I want to hire the band. I don't want to be in a band. And then I want a wireless microphone, and I want to write improv music with the audience.
Interesting. Okay, like musical improv.
Musical improv, like Mark Rebellic meets like full band.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then at the end, I want the crowd to be able to scan a QR code and the next day be able to download the set.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So every night's different.
Cool.
I don't have to write a new hour every fucking year. And then every night I just go in and interview, and it's like, what's your cat's name? And they're like, my cat's name is Cindy. I'm like, this is the Cindy song. And then we sample people's voices from the audience.
That's
like,
so fun.
it's so expensive, and you can't like practice. So
no, that's not, well,
you can't.
I guess not that way. No,
I could do it with a bunch of samplers now, but then like showing up to a comedy club and be like, hey, sound dude, I need to plug all this shit in. They would have no idea what to do.
Okay.
But so I'm trying to build my fan base.
Well, you know what you could do, Isaac, is just do your own show. Just like have like a monthly show and just do and have it be that.
That is a very simple solution to a problem that I have had for a while, and I didn't know how to fix it. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
You should.
Yeah.
I'm doing musical improv right now.
Are you really?
Okay, because here's the thing. All musicians want to be comedians, and all comedians want to be musicians.
Yes.
That's like a little thing.
Yeah.
But, and I did improv before I did stand-up, and I love it so much. And then I was just kind of feeling kind of stale with stand-up, so then like I got back into it. Yeah. I love it so much. But
I love
improv.
I
was literally just doing musical improv the other day. But it's just with a piano accompanist. Wait, is that the right word? Accompanist.
It's weird because it's pianist and it's also accompanist. What is it? Accompanist? Ooh.
All I know is I never want to say any of those words ever again. So I fucking won't. But here's
we just bleep out every time we say accompanist.
And I'm pissed. No, but
I'm out of here.
And the coffee is hitting. No, but basically, yeah. So like, there's just like a piano man. That's what I'm gonna say. There was a piano man.
There you go. I'm John.
And then we were just like making scenes or whatever. But I was talking to Tommy Wakefield.
Not personally.
Okay, he's so fucking goddamn funny. But yeah, we were like, I was like, that would be so much fun to do like a musical improv thing mixed with like stand up. But both of us are so squirrely. We're like, yeah, and then we just started talking about something else.
Right.
That's why I like love your idea, because I'm like, yeah, that's I would pay to see that. That sounds so fun.
Well, you definitely have to be on that show.
Oh my god, I literally would love to.
Yeah. Let's find 3 other people that want to do musical comedy improv.
Okay. Tommy Wakefield.
Okay. Does he play something?
Piano. He's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
On the piano.
You know, it'd be a badass lineup. Adam Ray, because he does I just did a couple of the house parties at the Improv Lab, and there's a backing band, and he'll just work off the band the whole time. Cool. Yes, he's so great. Adam Ray would be great on that show. And not Joey Avery, but the other Avery. Avery Pierce, the piano player. He has the 88 Keys show. Yeah, yeah. He would be great. Jeremiah Watkins would be great. Yeah. We got a show on our hands.
Okay, not us having a show on our hands.
Yes. Because I got the band locked up. Okay. Yeah, we'll go.
Cute.
Yeah. This is fun. What should we call it? Because it's got to have a stupid name. It's got to have like a musical theater type name.
Okay.
Like the sparkling show. Nope, that's not it.
That's not it, but I like that essence.
It's got a little, essence is a perfect word for that.
We're going to decide the name off the pod, and we love that for us.
Because we don't want anybody stealing the Instagram name.
Exactly.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? I have the name right here.
What is it?
I'm just going to bleep it, and I'm going to say...
That's a great name.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was a 30-second bleep.
Whoa.
But I don't know if it'll all fit on the flyer, but what would you think if we took a little pee break?
Let's do it.
And we'll be right back.
And we're back.
And we're back. And I'm glad that you sang that, because when in the bathroom, I decided that I wanted to ask you more questions about musicals, musical improv.
Okay.
Have you done a show, or is it just classes?
Okay. So I did my class graduation show, and then now I'm on a team, and I'm in the second level of the musical improv classes or whatever. And then, but we have our first actual show next Wednesday. Are
you absolutely just loving it? And do you have to sing everything, or can you say some words?
No, you can say some words. You do, you start a scene and whatnot. But I am loving it so much. I've never sang in front of people in my life. I kind of doing it. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I love the confidence.
There's people in my class that are almost everyone has a musical theater background, and their voices are they'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's insane. And also that's why I just love it so much, because it's magic. And also with stand-up, it's obviously so much fun, and it's great, and it's exciting. But with musical improv, there's you're still being funny, but there's a wholesomeness. There's an earnestness that stand-up doesn't always have.
Right.
And there's a sweetness that stand-up definitely doesn't have.
Yeah. I loved improv in high school. And I absolutely love improv now. I hated it for a little while when my sister started doing it, because I thought I was better than her.
Okay.
So I would come to the improv shows and sit in the front row, but I would have written shit.
Oh my God.
They're name a city. And I would have just a list of silly cities to yell out. And I was like, I'm the funniest one here, but I'm not on stage because I was a coward.
Oh, damn.
But I want to take that class.
You should.
I would love to. That sounds like so much fun.
It is so much fun. It's my favorite thing I'm doing in my life right now.
Yeah. I keep feeling because I want to get back into improv, but I always feel like it's all or nothing, right? It's you're either a stand-up or you're an improv.
I used to think that too.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
No.
I still am doing I've had 5 shows this week, and I'm still doing improv. No, you can do it both.
Yeah.
You can do it both. You can do it all.
The name of this episode, you can do it both.
Okay. Because now I'm killing myself on camera. But
fucking ratings would go through the roof, dude.
No. But yeah, no, you can do it all.
That's also, what were we naming earlier?
Our show.
Yeah, you can do it both is now the
you
name.
You can do it both. Okay, because fuck me. Okay, bye.
I love it. I think it's amazing. I'm having these thoughts about whether or not I would rather do improv than stand up, because the amount of work that it takes to write a set is bothering me.
From certain comments that you've made on this podcast, it is seeming like you have an improv heart.
I do.
Okay. Well, then you can marry the two. I marry the two in my set. I don't have my sets are never the exact same. I do have my jokes that I write, but I've found that if I just only do my written jokes, I don't have as much fun with my set. And my sets are they're fine, but when I inject improv and stand up together, because that's also crowd work is a form of improv. It
is. I don't get to do crowd work though, and I would do all crowd work, because it's kind of you got to leave the meat for the headliner. I don't do spots in LA very often.
Oh, okay.
To clarify, if you're on, this, but I'm explaining this to people at home. If you're on the road, the opener, which there's an opener and sometimes a middle or feature, and then there's the headliner. The headliners don't like it when they call it picking at the meat, right?
I've never gone on the road with a bigger comic, so I don't know this at all. So okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is, the headliner's got to do an hour, right?
Yeah.
So if they have 40 minutes, they need 20 minutes of crowd work. And if you're already hey, where do you work? Then the headliner comes out and goes, hey, where do you work? And they're well, the other dude just already asked me that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's etiquette on the road to leave the crowd work for the headliner.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All I want to do is that's all I want to do. I just want to do crowd work, because it clips the best. You don't have to go to the coffee shop and write for 2 hours a day, which I still do because I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
And I want to earn it, but I also want to just get to the top tomorrow. I don't want to tired of working.
And I feel that.
Yeah. Let's just all be famous.
Okay, but here's the thing. Now that everyone is famous, doesn't that mean that no one's famous?
Oh no. I'm shutting this whole thing down now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go back to being a plumber, I guess.
Okay, not me. Now I'm going to like turn into a fucking nerd. We shouldn't have started talking about improv, honey.
Nerd alert.
But I feel like Gabby and Lee get really annoyed on my podcast when I start talking about improv, but guess what? Here it is. But anyways.
Let's go.
When I started back in like January, I was just doing regular improv classes, and there was like a bunch of like young kids in the class, like 20, 21, and they were like crazy, but I don't know. I really liked them. They were cute. And at the end of the class, like we're all giving each other our Instagrams and stuff. And I looked them up, and they're these massively famous TikTokers. And it was so funny. I was like, oh my God. And like all of them are best friends, and they all have like millions and millions of followers. I was like, that's such an interesting thing now that this is just like what the teens are doing, or like the kids.
87% of high school students want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
And that math doesn't work out.
And it really doesn't. Well, okay. I used to have a therapist, and I loved her so deeply.
R.I.P.
Honestly, we could have been, I feel like we would have been friends. Maybe we were a little bit too close for a therapist patient, but that's neither here nor there. But she ended up quitting being a therapist. And I still to this day, I'm like, I bet she quit to be an influencer. I just have this gut feeling.
You know what I was just thinking about is, because I said, I guess I'll just quit and be a plumber. But if I was making plumbing content, that would be the funniest plumbing content. And then I would become an influencer by being a funny plumber.
Exactly. I mean, people do this with cooking, with makeup. Like, it's really crazy.
It is. And we're just out here trying to do it with jokes.
No, I know. Well, okay. I was just talking to one of my friends that works in a restaurant, and she was like, it makes me so fucking irritated that I have to like bust my ass for like 8 hours and then some, because then you have to like stay and clean up and all this shit. And she was like, and then like I'm serving these influencers that like post one video for like 50 grand. And I was like, well, sometimes it's even more than that, but yeah.
Yeah. If it's a brand deal.
Yeah. I know. Isn't it crazy?
It is crazy, but it's also crazy that we're friends with people that do that also, but they're just like low key, you know, like some comedians are just like, they're getting checks, but they're not.
Well, I think those are the best people. I think it's gross when you hang out with someone for any career. You hang out with someone and they're like, hey, like they're trying to like big dick you. It's like, how small do you feel that you need to keep? Okay. Not me being spiritually fucking awakened today.
Yeah. Let's go. It's Friday.
Literally.
It's the spiritual awakening of the summer, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
And I love that.
It's a full moon. I don't know that to be true either.
Talk your shit and don't ever stop.
Okay. I love your energy.
It's the coffee.
It is the coffee. I think we were going to go deeper into AI earlier. Are you scared of it?
Yes, that's the whole thing. It's like, I read a lot of, okay, not sound like a douche, but like, you know, I read a lot of like fantasy books and all that shit.
What's wrong with that?
And it doesn't end well. There's not.
In the books. But
also in life, it's not going to end well.
That's going to be fine.
Okay, Isaac, honey, no. Because here's the thing. The worst thing that has happened to humans, it's the best and worst thing, is the Industrial Revolution. Like when technology, but I just feel like the more that we're going, of course, there's amazing things that are coming out of this, but also I think that we're going to see like the collapse of, and maybe also, you know, maybe the robots are just going to take over because Earth is heating up. Humans aren't going to be able to be living here, and animals. I can't. But I don't want to see. It's going to be like fucking WALL-E. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. Dude, that looks great.
No, it doesn't. Everyone's a fucking slob.
Yeah, you could ride around in your big chair.
In your own filth.
Yeah, well, there's AI for that.
Okay, don't. I can't.
Okay, so here's my take on it.
Okay.
I use AI every day.
Okay.
I use it to help me write. It's not writing my jokes for me. It's not smart enough. So, but if I'm like, what's a list of like, it's like an elevated Google search, right? Because I'm writing a bit about being in a 1800s outlaw gang. And I was like, write me a list of silly horse names. Because I got to give everybody a silly horse name. And boom, there it is. I don't use any of its suggestions, but it sparks ideas. And I use some of that.
Okay.
And everybody's like, oh, AI is going to start writing scripts. No, it's not.
It already has.
But it's regurgitating shit from the internet. So the best script you're going to get out of AI, at least for now, and probably in our lifetime, is going to be like those C movies that go straight to DVD. Or whatever, streaming. You know what I mean? Like Sharknado 4 might be written by AI. But like
Okay. This is why I disagree.
Okay.
My brother was showing me, and on one hand, yes, it is cool, but it also just makes me sad because so many people are going to lose their jobs because robots are going to. Okay, not me sounding like a crazy old woman. I just like had like an out of body. The robots are coming, but it's true. Like I don't know. It just makes me sad, and maybe it's because change is hard for me to accept. So maybe that's another thing that's at play here.
Yeah.
But my brother was showing me because again, he's like a chat GBT like AI cuck, and he would probably kick my ass if he heard me say it. But he was showing me this thing on YouTube and it was like an AI created Wes Anderson themed Lord of the Rings trailer. And it was cool to like see it completely do that. But it also is like, okay, so if it's creating that in like a matter of minutes, of course it's gonna be able to create other types of films and whatnot that are gonna not just be C-list movie. They're gonna be really good. Also, have you seen Black Mirror, the pilot of Black Mirror's new season? Oh,
I can't watch Black Mirror, but yes, I mean I know of the show.
Yeah, but no, like they like basically they can. It was something very plausible that could happen.
Yes, but like AI is not sitting around creating shit on its own. There's a human sitting behind a terminal going like,
for now,
make me. But
for now,
yeah, but what?
It's gonna become self-aware. Because it always does. It's going to learn. They had issues in fucking Japan already with this shit. They're making like fucking AI like people.
Yeah. Those are scary.
Yes.
I don't think we should be messing with that. Because the first time they hooked it up to the internet, it downloaded like all of the porn. And in 48 hours, it was just like swearing and cussing and saying porn terms.
Yeah.
Because porn is 90% of the internet.
That is horrifying.
Yeah. That's the problem. I don't mind AI that's not connected to the internet.
Okay.
How are we going to do that? Everything's connected to the internet.
That's true.
I'm not worried about... Okay. So I'm also like super old. I think I can make it to the end of my life without like the robot regime. Because I don't think we're going to... It's not...
I feel like in 40 years, that's when it's going to start hitting.
Yeah. And then I'm out. I'll be 84. I'm out.
You're going to have like 5 more years.
From now? Holy shit. What if you predict that? What if I die when I'm like 49?
No. I'm saying when you're 84, I think there'll be like... I don't think you're going to croak at 84. Well, but how big of a smoker are you?
No, not bad.
Okay, so see, you're going to live till 93.
I don't think so because this is probably going to get kicked off YouTube, but I'm going to decide my end date.
Okay.
I'm going to have
kind of like in Little Miss Sunshine.
Yes, and it's going to be on one of my birthdays. Oh. Because I want my tombstone to just have the one date, but the 2 years, like the year I was born and the year I died. I just think it would be cool to die on your birthday.
Okay.
And I'm going to have a party.
Okay.
Probably in Vegas on the top floor or something.
Okay.
And then when the clock strikes 11:59, I'm just going to nosedive off the balcony.
No.
Yes.
That is sloppy Joe of you.
Dude, it's my going away party, bro.
Okay.
And all the influencers will be there. And I'm like, you better start rolling because this is going to be something.
Okay. This is like a dark haunted movie. And then AI is going to write it.
The AI will catch me in the air and be like, you must live. We need your blood.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? Unaliving yourself is legal in, I think it's Switzerland now.
It's legal everywhere.
No.
What are they going to do?
No, I mean like they have death pods. That's what I'm saying. Like you go
right.
Yeah, you go into this pod and it releases gas or something, and then you
seen that. Yeah.
So and I think in Canada, maybe not in Canada, but definitely in Switzerland,
it should be free because we're overpopulated. The Earth. It could be like anybody want to check out.
Yeah.
More air for everybody else.
Well, the thing that I don't get is if you try and take your own life and then you survive, it's technically a crime in this country.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to. Well, because why would this country care about mental health?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Because Reagan shut down all the mental institutions. That's why we have all our homeless people.
Okay. Someone was just doing a joke about this. And then didn't they like get shipped to like Ohio or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know Vegas buses them out here.
Really?
A lot of states will give you a bus ticket.
And what didn't they used to bus them up to Oregon too?
I don't know. They would just make their way back down here. If you're going to be homeless, you want to do it in a place that only rains 14 days a year.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Where would you like to be homeless?
I mean, yeah, I guess out here. By the beach.
Yeah. The beach is a great place to be homeless.
Because there's like a lot of like tunnels and stuff.
And bathrooms.
And then a lot of tourists. So then there's going to be a lot of food and trash cans.
Yeah.
And it would be easy to eat.
And easy to bum money off of tourists.
Also, like especially like on the Venice boardwalk, like there's a lot of people that are struggling, but I have a lot of talent, and they have a lot of. There's like a cool art scene.
Yeah, I try not to go to Venice very often.
Okay, that's a boundary.
Yeah.
What's your favorite beach? Wait. Do you know that Santa Monica, just the levels of feces in the water are so high it's dangerous?
Because they're worse in Playa, and I swim in the ocean there. Yeah.
Really? It's worse in Playa?
Mm-hmm. Some days there'll be signs that are like, do not get in the water today.
And you said, that's for Papa.
You can see the wastewater treatment plant from the beach. It's right there. And they just goes out there.
Okay, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I currently have a little bit of a rash on my leg from being in the water.
Stop. You. No, you do not.
Yeah,
Are you fucking serious?
It's like bleeding and pussy.
Okay, shut the fuck up. No, you don't. I'm so sick. Okay.
I love swimming in the ocean. It's my favorite thing to do.
I love it too.
Yeah.
But I feel like, it's such a fucking trek, but Malibu, I feel like the water's really clean.
Yeah, it's not. But it seems like it though. It's just as bad. Fuck. That's only 20 miles up the coast.
Yeah.
Because it's the bay, right? So it's all just this incestuous little swirl of water that never goes back out into the ocean. Yeah. Do you sail? Are you a sailor?
My dad will occasionally sail, and I'll go out there with him. But I myself am not. I'm not a boating queen. Okay. You know.
What are the levels below queen? Like, do you have to be proficient at something to be a queen, or can you be like a princess first? Okay,
I feel like a princess is an insult.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
And I don't know why. Who the fuck made that a thing?
Right. Yeah. Why is calling somebody a princess? What are you, a little princess?
No, because it's like a negative connotation.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just a woman who knows what the fuck she wants.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's empower that.
Okay.
Let's embrace it. Yeah. Let's go, princess.
Okay.
No, queen is better.
Yeah. See, you tried it, and it just.
Right. It just.
Yeah.
It's more like, all right, princess.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you sassed.
You know what princess is equivalent to bless your heart.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So bless your heart, princess.
You're done.
That's it. Slayed. Do people still say slayed?
Mm-hmm.
Slayed's a good thing though, right? Slay and to slay is good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is good.
This is the Ubonics, is that how you say it? Education? I was going to say that. Fucking.
I don't know.
I feel stoned right now.
Why?
I'm not actually high, but I have been smoking weed recently.
Okay.
At night.
He's a Cali boy.
Yeah. Do you smoke weed?
No.
Are you sober?
No.
Okay.
I don't know why I just looked up when I said that. No. Okay, not legally, but I barely drink. That's different than how it was a few years ago.
Right.
But
most people who barely drink usually used to drink a bit.
So much.
Yeah. So
much. But I just, yeah. Well, okay. So I was actually at the Improv maybe like I don't know, like 4. It doesn't even fucking matter why I might care. Okay, I was at the Improv like several months ago, and just like watching a show or something, and a comic buddy of mine came up to me and he was like, Harper. He asked me the same thing. He's like, Harper, are you sober? And I was like, oh no, I barely party anymore. And he was like, yeah, I can tell. I was like, oh, what do you mean?
What does that mean?
And he's like, well, I don't know. He's like, I just feel like lately, like your career's doing better because you're just not so sloppy anymore. He's like, yeah, some of us were just talking about that. Like, you just don't really seem like you're a mess anymore.
Some of us were talking about you.
Yeah. And I was like, oh
my God. Oh yeah. So we brought it up at the last meeting, and we've decided that you're doing great. Who's we?
I know. I was like, wait, what? But it was kind of nice.
Yeah. That's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah. Though. It was a compliment. And I was like, okay. But I did used to be crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like super wild?
Yeah.
How long ago were we talking?
I would say I was at my craziest 2019 into 2020.
Okay.
And then, And then I also I got out of a wild relationship.
Yeah.
And then still a little bit crazy because I had to then deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know. But then I was just kind of like, you know what? I think I'm just kind of tired.
Yeah. I think there's a point at which it's like, it's Tuesday. Why do we need to just drink all night long?
No, and it wasn't just drinking. I loved doing Molly.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat. I thought you were going to say cocaine.
I've done my fair share of that too, but that's never been my favorite thing. I love, maybe it's because of the depression, but I was like, I love feeling happy. I was like, this is so good. And then once you get your shit together, you're like, oh, it's actually, okay. I just had some demons that I wasn't focusing on. But
I could feel like that without drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the weird thing is when you start getting your shit together and you start feeling good without any substances, you're like, what's gonna, like, you're looking for something bad to happen because you're like, oh, I'm not supposed to feel like this off medication.
I was having so much paranoia too. Like I said, I am very anxious. And so then because, hangovers already give you anxiety. So then I'm waking up being like, what did I do last night? Who hates me? Da, 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 da. And it's like, I was so wrapped up in self. I'm like, bitch, no one cares. Just stop.
Yeah. That's a big breakthrough too, when you realize that no one actually gives a shit.
No.
I mean, your friends care about you, your family cares about you, but like no one's thinking about you right now.
If they are thinking about you because your behavior is crazy, then you need to like clean that shit up.
That's right.
I honestly, because again, like some of my friends still to this day, like still party the same way. And like, honestly, they have cute careers and I love that. But I personally am not able to I can't drink that way and still go hard. Yeah. With like all of the things I'm doing.
It's tough.
I get jealous though, because I'm like, fuck, you're still able to like live it up like that. But yeah, I cannot. Yeah.
I mean, there's I'd say of the touring headliners, I'd say this is an arbitrary number that I'm just making up because we're experts on everything.
Duh.
I'd say like 80% of them are sober.
Really?
It just seems like an insane amount of like
more and more people are getting
every day someone's getting sober, and then they always say like, oh, once I got sober, my career took off. And I'm like, okay, you got sober 9 years ago.
I'm screaming. I'm fucking dead. That's so fucking funny.
Would you ever be like sober, or would you ever just would it just trail off and you'd be like, oh, I didn't realize, but I hadn't had a drink in a year?
I realized, I think so. I tried that a few times. Not like trying, I don't know. I never was like in like a program or anything for it, but I used to think like, oh, my problem is with alcohol. But I think I just identified the source of, because then like I would take like a couple months off and then I would start drinking again and then it would be really crazy. But then once I identified like where my real problem is, now I don't like, I don't know. I haven't.
What's a scenario in which you would have a drink now?
Oh,
like a wedding? Vacation?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like on 4th of July, I went to a party and like with my roommate Kate and then a friend that was in town staying with us, and like we played beer pong and I had literally 2 sips of beer and I was just like, I just don't even care. I'm over it. And then I just like didn't drink the rest of the night. But it wasn't like I wasn't like clocking myself. I was just like, I just genuinely don't. Like I was being crazy and having fun just being sober. So I just like didn't need to. And I also had class the next morning, so I wasn't trying to like fuck my shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because also, you have something to do.
The older you fucking get, but that's a tale as old as time. But it does suck that you can't.
The older you get, what?
Oh, like your hangovers are just amplified.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, yeah, like if I'm like at a party or something, yeah, like I might have a drink, or like if I'm catching up with an old friend, okay, cool. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like the more comfortable I got with myself, I'm like, I don't really need to like.
It's true.
Go off.
Yeah.
But it still obviously can be fun, but.
Yeah. Yeah. It's starting to get old for me. I still like, I don't want to call it party, but I'll still go out and have a couple of drinks like a couple of times a week. Because if I go like 2 or 3 days without drinking, then I'm like, oh, I deserve a little treat. Now 1 or 2 or 3, and then it's a shot, and then it's like,
and then you're like, oh, what's going on? Yeah.
Once I have one, like I don't go out to dinner and just like have a beer. Now I sound like an alcoholic. I totally do that.
Okay, not me screaming in the mic. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Okay. I'll fix it out. Every time you scream, I'm just gonna make it like a like a clown horn, like hey.
Honestly, that's what it sounds like.
I say I'll do all these edits. This is episode like 106 or something. I've said it in every episode, and I don't do it.
You're like, and then a train's gonna roll by, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, I'll do it in the clips. I'd make my clips super fancy.
Good.
But the edit of the pod doesn't matter.
And we love that.
We love it. Is the caffeine affecting your memory also, or do we both just have bad
I'm
memories?
like buzzing right now. I'm like,
this is
because I haven't eaten today. I've only just had that big ass like sugary thing. And
should we wrap this up so you could eat?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, we did another 26 on top of the 50. That's like an hour and 15.
And we love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have any crazy questions in your arsenal?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have all kinds of crazy questions.
Okay.
I wrote out a whole list of questions.
Fire one crazy question off.
Bro, have you ever been in a Tesla, bro?
No. No, but here's the thing. I hate when Ubers pick me up in Teslas because these are Honda Civic hands, and I get really stressed out when I have to hit that little button.
Oh, on the handle?
Yeah, to open it up. Okay, to open it up, but then also to get out of the car. I'm like, God damn it.
Hey, you can drive yourself? Know when I'm trying to get in the car. Open the door.
Literally.
What are we doing?
Yeah, like you want me to be impressed? Then open the fucking door.
Yeah.
It should have a sensor.
It should.
I don't like the door. I don't like that.
How do we feel about self-driving cars?
No, I don't fucking like that. I was just in San Francisco for my birthday, and I saw so many people in those, and my friend was like, come on, let's get in one. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not doing that. It goes against my beliefs. No robots.
No robots.
I don't use Alexa. I don't use the ring light. I don't use Roomba.
I could go.
I don't
for a
use
Roomba.
Siri.
Really?
No.
I don't do any of those things either.
Okay.
But I'm considering a Roomba.
Fuck.
Because I got hardwood.
Okay.
Not in here. There's some people that come clean up after me in here.
And we love that.
We do.
Okay.
No robots. I'm into the self-driving car, but I'll tell you why. I think that all roads should be paved with solar panels and all of our electricity should be free.
Yeah.
And I think when I was growing up, there's a little racetrack that you could buy and had a little trigger, and they call them slot cars. And then the car had a little pin in it and it ran in a groove along the track.
Okay.
I think all of our cars should have a little thing that goes down and it's charged by the solar panel roads. And computers can like make cars go like 100 miles an hour, 6 inches apart. Why are we still controlling our own vehicles? There wouldn't be any traffic. This is Los Angeles. We don't need to dig tunnels and make more trains. We need to make cars more efficient and talk to each other.
Okay. I might be able to get behind that.
Yeah.
Take it to Bezos, take it to Elon.
Yeah. I don't think any of us should own cars either.
Wow.
I think all the self-driving cars, you go, I need a car. Boom, pick me up. Where are you going? I'm going here. And then they all just fucking get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
I think Tesla's working on that because they're buying back all the leases.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I want to see what's going to happen with that in the next few years.
Yeah. I hope I make it. I only have 5 years left.
Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah. What if you knew when you were going to die? Like,
okay. Well, I had a psychic predict this. So when I was 19 and I first moved out here, just to do like an LA thing, I went to go see a psychic and she was like, oh my God. Oh no. And I was like, what? And she was like, oh honey. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I was like, bitch, what? And she was like, she was really milking it. I give her that. And she was like, when you're 50 years old, someone that you know is going to murder you. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. I was like, bitch, what?
Oh, no.
I know. And so I try not to think about it because I don't want to like accidentally manifest it. But
plenty of time left.
But so that's why I really try and enjoy my life.
Yeah.
And I don't regret the Molly because at least I had fun.
Were you on Molly at the psychics?
No, but I should have been. It would have been more fun.
Here's the way to solve that.
And maybe it's my brother because she predicted almost everything that happened to my brother, but she said it was for me.
Maybe she was reading his energy accidentally.
Interesting.
Here's the way to fix that. When you're 49 and a half, just cut everybody out of your life.
No. Okay.
No friends.
But
no
then
family.
someone's going to get mad that I cut them out and then they're going to kill me.
Oh, checkmate.
Yeah.
You just mentally outwitted me like instantaneously.
Because I've thought about this.
I'm sure. Yeah. So you've spent more than 10 seconds thinking about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that happened when I was 19. I'm 30 now and I've thought about it.
Every day.
I mean, it slips in there.
You're going to have to come back on the show when you're 50.
Okay, I'll see you.
Right.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. By then, and
then it's you that kills me.
Oh my God. Just for the views.
Yeah.
What do you think YouTube will be when you're 50? Like, it's not going to be called YouTube. It'll be like...
Yeah, it'll be something else. We'll all have like chips under our heads and then we can just like record just from like looking or something. Yeah.
I mean, people already glaze over when you're talking to them now. Like,
it's so fucked. Yeah.
Imagine if you could just be watching some YouTube shit when someone's talking to you.
Well, with those fucking Apple glasses, you can now too.
Yeah. There's a new phone. The guy that invented the iPhone left Apple, and he's got this thing that fits in your shirt pocket, and you just hold your hand up, and it projects whatever you want onto your palm.
What the fuck?
You're still looking at something. You're still holding your hands up. I want to use no muscles whatsoever, and I just want to sit in my Wall-E chair.
Miss me with that fucking Wall-E chair.
When's your birthday?
March 5th.
Next March 5th. I'm getting you a Wall-E chair.
Fuck.
In fact, this is it.
I'm just can't give it up. Mad.
Now.
Yeah.
Just have to put wheels on it.
Yeah.
Well, this has been really fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I hope to have you back soon.
When I'm 50.
Like tomorrow. I just got to keep pumping out content.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just desperate for guests.
And we love it.
Yeah. Do you want to plug all your stuff?
Oh yeah. You guys can follow me at Harper Rose D. That's me. And that's the only social media I have. So we love it to see it. That's like the name.
And your website?
Oh, harperrosedcom.
.com. Wow.
Why did I just spell that out? I don't know.
Sometimes when people ask me what my email address is, I'll give them whatever it is, and then I'll be like dot or at GM.
That's so funny.
And
I don't really know why I just did that, but you know what? Can't take it back. So.
I love it.
Oh, we love to see it.
And this is the outro. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching. We never did an intro.
Nope. I'm Candace Owens. Bye.
Hilarious. Okay,
Bye.
awesome. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Okay.
Hey.
Maybe I'll just do a completely unedited like thing.
Okay, we love that.
Ooh,
whoa.
that was fun as fuck. And
Thank
I really,
you
really
for
do want to
having
do
me.
improv now.
Okay, no, but you should. It's so much fun.